Reality is simply a mirror. The external world is simply a reflection of your internal states. Now, one of the most profound philosophies and works that I have come across in my life was Reality Transurfing model by Vadim Zealand. In this book, the author talks about how this reality is a mirror. And later on in my life, I came to the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, which took my understanding even beyond all these teachings and gave me the essence of reality. So, in this important video, we will delve deep into the mirror principle. We will understand this from the perspective of Advaita Vedanta and from the perspective of Transurfing to truly make sense of reality. And we will also find out how to work on our inner being and our personality to consciously create a life of holistic abundance and absolute fulfillment. The Advaita channel is about consciousness and conscious creation. Here we explore Vedanta and various other ancient teachings from India to understand the nature of reality and to consciously create a life of holistic abundance. At first, I will read a few sentences from Transurfing model. The world is what you think of it. The world is a mirror that reflects your relationship to it. Life is a game in which the world puts the same riddle to all its inhabitants. Okay, guess what do I look like? Everyone responds in their own way according to their own perception. You are aggressive, or you are cozy, or even cheerful, gloomy, friendly, hostile, happy, ill-fated. The interesting thing is that in this quiz, everyone is a winner. The world agrees with everyone and appears before each according to the guise that was ordered. What do you think of your world? Now, I hope you understand the profundity of this. Here the author is telling us that the world is simply a mirror of our deepest belief systems and our thoughts. So, what is your relationship to this world? If you think about this deeply, and if you understand and if you become aware of your innermost beliefs and assumptions, you will see that your reality has been in alignment with your internal being. So, it is very important for us to become conscious of our inner being in order to begin conscious creation. This video is basically in two parts. In the first part, we are discussing some concepts and teachings of reality transurfing. And in second part, we will go deeper into the teachings of Vedanta and how Vedanta explains this reality. Now, according to the reality transurfing model, the mirror of the world works based on three important laws. Law 1 states the reality mirror reflects the relationship that you have to the self and to the world. Basically, how do you look at yourself? Do you think that you are worthy, you are deserving, you are skillful, you are good and you deserve good things? And what do you think about this world? Do you think that this world is a kind place? This world is an abundant place? There are opportunities in this world. So basically, the first law states that the mirror works based on your self-view and the worldview. Self-view is basically what you think about yourself, and worldview is what you think of the world. Now, with this, take account of your own life. What do you think about yourself and what do you think about this world? Based on this, you have been experiencing a certain kind of reality for yourself. Now, the law 2 states this mirror works with a delay. This is a very important thing to understand. Most of the people who are on this journey of personal development, spirituality, give up early because they don't see any tangible results. What we need to understand here is that the reality mirror works with a delay, and there is a gap, there is a buffer between you changing your personality and your being and the external reality, the external world, adjusting based on your inner being. This is a delay which we need to be conscious of, and this is where we must be patient and we must show faith. Here, many of us give up on this journey and we do not achieve the things that we truly wish to achieve. Now, the law 3 states that the reality mirror reflects not the nature but the purified content of your thoughts. To understand this, let us look at an example. If a person is wanting to attract holistic abundance and he wants to attract financial freedom in his life, then he must focus only on the situation or the thing that he wishes to have. If a person is in a place of lack and if he is saying to himself, I need money, I need abundance, then the reality will not reflect by giving him more abundance, but it will simply give him more opportunities to experience what he is already experiencing. So he will experience more neediness and more lack and scarcity. So we need to shift our being itself to the place where we want it to be so that the reality can reflect the same. This is the key. We need to come from a place of fullness, from a place of abundance, even though a person might not have abundance as of now. Once he accepts where he is completely, and once he accepts that abundance is everywhere and it is within him also, he will slowly attract abundance from outside. This is law number 3. So this is how the reality transurfing model explains to us the mirror principle. With this, now let us get into the ancient Advaita Vedanta to go even deeper in order to understand how everything works. As per Advaita Vedanta, as you already know, there is just one reality. There is one infinite consciousness or Brahman, and everything else is that Brahman in essence. Although things appear to be different from each other, although there seems to be a certain duality and separation in this world, at the fundamental level, everything is consciousness. This consciousness is the source of creation. This consciousness is pure, is pristine, it is infinite, and it is powerful. And the egoic self that we are right now, the person that we are right now, is actually a false identity. We are that infinite consciousness in essence, but we simply do not recognize this fact. This is as per Advaita Vedanta. So technically, the thoughts that you think, the belief systems that you hold, you are attracting such a kind of life because there is just one reality in and through. There is just one consciousness in and through. The same consciousness that is within you, which is the source of life for you, is also outside of you in the form of this external world. And each thought you think, each belief system you hold is being empowered and is being illumined by that infinite consciousness. So each of your thought will manifest in some way, whether it happens in a subtle way in your mind or whether it happens through actually manifesting as an object in the external world. Every thought, every belief system has an effect on reality. It has a profound effect on your personal reality. Now, on this very topic, I had a discussion with Swami Aparajitanandaji in our podcast. And let us hear what Swamiji has to say about this.
Basically, the world is created to fulfill our desires. Because who is desiring? None other than Bhagavan is desiring. Who is this Jivatma? So, the essence of Vedanta is Tattvamasi Aham Brahmasmi. So, as a Jivatma, I am desiring something. I may not know that I am Paramatma, but the fact is I am Paramatma. So, when Jivatma, the ego, when we are desiring something, it is actually Bhagavan who is desiring something. And when Bhagavan desires something, the cosmos, the Prakriti has to manifest it. It is like when the king is ordering, his order has to be implemented.
So it is very important for us to understand this, and it is very important for us to become more and more conscious of the thoughts we think and the belief systems we hold. This is why Astavakra said, Yamati Sagati Bhavet, which means however we keep our mind, such a reality will live. And this is why time and again, Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, our beliefs make us who we are, and our mind can be our closest ally or our worst enemy. So we need to be very careful in terms of the personality we have. The good thing about this is that our personality is malleable and we can transform it and change it the way we actually want to live. This is so that we can live a life that we actually want to live. Our thoughts are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of consciousness. With attention and belief, which are like water and sunlight, these seeds grow into our experienced reality. But remember, from Advaitic perspective, this reality is ultimately Maya. The true reality remains the unchanging, non-dual Brahman. Our goal is not to get lost in the manifestations, but use them as a means to realize our true nature. The great Brihadaranyaka Upanishad summarizes all this in a beautiful way, and I'm directly quoting the Upanishad here. It says, "You are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny." So these modern superficial teachings of law of attraction, manifestation, etc. are very limited. Our ancient Upanishads have given us timeless wisdom that not only allow us and empower us to consciously create a life that we actually want to live, but to attain absolute sustained fulfillment by realizing that the ultimate source is within us. The ocean of fulfillment is within us. Ultimately, that is what we must seek in order to achieve absolute bliss. And conscious creation is a means to attain that for most of us. Most of us wish to create different things in this world. We wish to create happiness, we wish to create good relationships, good finances, and holistic abundance in our lives. So the principles of conscious creation allows us to make this happen while helping us understand the nature of reality and while progressing spiritually. If you want to know more about conscious creation and about ACS, that is the Advaita Conscious Society, then check out our free masterclass on conscious creation. Here we will dive into the 4 pillars of conscious creation, that is Brahma, Karma, Dharma and Mama, and we will understand how we can make it a part of our life in order to see true results in our life. The link to this will be given in the description. And if you want to dive deeper into consciousness and the nature of reality, then check out this video that we had made on the nature of consciousness next. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Subscribe to Advaita to wake up. Shivoham.